Hey, what is up guys, this is Cobb, and welcome to what the hell's it even called, man? The Abyss. Can I just say, man, before we get to reviewing this new unit and checking out all of the techs and see which techs can do what and how powerful they are, some limit testing in the practice grounds right here. Dude, the design of this thing is so cool, man. We got some Cthulhu action going on the front. Looks absolutely insane. Yeah, very, very alien. Love it, right? Very, very stylized, man. Glorious, glorious stuff. So let's just go ahead and just start off a vanilla round against a mix of units with some late arrival phoenixes for our opponent and just see what this thing can do in general, sort of one tech at a time. Oh my god. It's actually got quite a large splash radius on that beam attack. The animation and how it lingers on the ground is so badass. But I will tell you something though, look at this, man. A couple packs of just rank 1 phoenixes are able to do pretty solid damage to the sucker. It is a Titan size unit, but at the same time, if it does get a few marksman type units lashed onto it, target acquired, you know, it is going to drop relatively quickly, you know. It's not like War Factory levels of tanky. Alright, quick interlude there, just to build up an opponent's army just a little bit more. Extra phoenixes, fortresses, second wave of Fang Chaff, all of that good stuff, man. Now, as for the techs that we're going to try out first on the Abyss, the tech that I'm most excited for, to be honest, is the Swarm Missiles. We're going to go ahead and pick up Efficient Maintenance and the Swarm Missiles on this Abyss. And let's just see how it does with the Swarm Missiles into all of this chaff action, right? It launches 46 missiles in a salvo once every 15 seconds. The design of this tech is not to deal unbelievable damage. The damage is actually not that high. Only 550 damage per missile is really not a lot. Like when you consider one Sledgehammer's got like 3,000 health. It's really a tickle of missile damage, but its design is to sort of overwhelm and, well, to swarm the crap out of missile defense units, right? So if you've already got like Stormcallers on the field that are supercharged, oh my god, dude, that looks so badass. I can't even believe the badassosity of what I'm looking at right now, dude. That looks so cool. That looks so amazing. I mean, it was like somewhat effective. Again, they're more like chaff missiles than anything. Can the missiles hit air units? I wonder. I'm never going to know, at least not this round. We're not going to know. I think it's time to buy ourselves a second Abyss and sort of repeat this test here. I'm quite curious to see if the missiles can go air to air. I'd imagine that they can. I don't know that though for sure. Let's go ahead and drop down a second Abyss here real quick for just double the missilosity because, I mean, we just have to, right? And let's stack them up a little bit, man. Okay. I mean, this is, oh, man, what am I even, who am I fooling, man? Let's get down 3 of these suckers, right? Let's go ahead and run this test again. Just for the incredible spectacle that is this missile swarm, dude. Oh my god, dude, is that badass. That is just the coolest thing. That might actually be the single coolest tech in the entire game. I think that Acid Scorpions might have finally met their match. Now, do any of these missiles go to the air units? Oh, they went to the building, but not the air units. Okay, so confirmed. First test complete, really. The swarm missiles only hit from air to ground. Otherwise, some of those missiles would have surely hit the phoenixes, right? Rather than going past the phoenixes to hit the building. So, air to ground missiles only with the swarm missiles. They're not going to help you out against, like, wasps and stuff like that. Now, before I do anything else, just one more very, very important test here, man. Which I like to call the awesomosity test, just in case we needed another one. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see a billion abyssals launching off missiles. That's really all there is to it. This is just for the spectacle, obviously more than anything. But yeah, this is just got to be done. Oh my god, dude! Here we go, man. Here we go. Yes, dude. Oh my god, the frame rate. As soon as all the missiles despawn, boom, the frame rate instantly fixes itself, which is just amazing. But yeah, just in case we needed any more confirmation, none of the missiles are going to be hitting the phoenixes. As you can see, they're just going to swarm the crap out of the buildings and completely miss on the phoenixes, and it's actually the beams that kill off the phoenixes. Okay, so that's final confirmation. That's the awesomosity test complete. Now let's test these missiles against some missile defense systems. So first off, and the most simple test of them all I'm going to do is just get rid of one of these tank packs right here, and we're just going to replace it with a single lonesome missile interceptor right here. Let's just see what that does, man, because this is like the most simple form of missile defense. Let's just see how many it stops if we can. I mean, I think it shot down like 3 missiles there, dude. I don't think it really did a whole lot. Okay, it shot down like 3 or 4 missiles. Okay, how many of those missile defense turrets, those like sentry turrets, is actually going to take to stop the salvo from connecting at all, I wonder? And oh my god, I just realized that the range on the missiles is actually just ungodly as well. It's actually 200-meter range. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just move this guy back a little bit. Give the sentry turrets a bit more time to do their job against these missiles. I think maybe like, launch them like here or something like that. And then we go ahead and we clock in, let's just say 1 extra sentry turret. Okay, so how about this, man? 2 sentry turrets now. Are they able to stop the salvo from colliding on in? Ooh. Okay. All right, man, they had more time to get the job done there. They actually did a pretty okay job, to be fair. Okay, next test, what we've gone and done is replace the 2 sentry turrets with a couple packs of anti-missile Mustangs. Let's see how they do. I'd be surprised if they took 0 casualties, to be honest, with just the sheer amount of missiles. Ooh, dude, they actually do very, very well. Ooh, I tell you what, man, they did a lot better than I thought they would. They're actually a lot more effective than the sentry turrets, which, to be fair, that's not unexpected, to be honest. Maybe my expectations were a little bit unrealistic there. Let's try it against 1 pack of Mustangs. Okay, here we go. Test repeats with just 1 pack of Mustangs this time. Did any missiles get to connect? Surely. Okay. Oh my god, very comfortably, actually. So the difference between, dude, the difference between doubling up on these missile defense and just having a single missile defense is actually, like, quite a staggering difference. 1 pack of Mustangs, definitely not enough to stop the salvo. And so finally, what about 1 pack of Mustangs and a Sabertooth? Sabertooth a little bit less effective at shooting down missiles. Do any of these make it through? Yeah, the Sabertooth's missile defense is just not up to snuff, dude. Like, the Mustangs do, like, a thrice times better job than the Sabertooths at shooting down and just peppering down the missiles. Don't know what to tell you. And that'll about do, man, for missile testing. Let's now test out the big one, man. The disintegration skill. Which, by the way, can I just say, is a huge, huge hard counter to one of the strategies I love to run, which I'm going to build real quick on red side of the map just now, and I'm terrified that people are going to use this against me. And there it is, man. Of course, it is the Fortress Rush with Launcher Overload. Frontline fortresses, right? Well, not quite frontline. Fangs just in front of them, but then crawlers chasing it behind, and then some kind of anti-air sniper-ish unit. Phoenixes, carry wasps, that kind of thing coming in behind the fortress as well. It's such a difficult rush to stop. I've also gone ahead and hit increased speed, mobility, increased range, all of that good stuff as well. Let's see now if a well-positioned counter-strat here on the side of blue can actually deal with this quite succinctly. And our man, very, very heavy, like chaff-heavy defense force going up against this front line of forts. Now, what you could be able to do, I guess hypothetically, or at least what I'm excited to try out, is drop in the Abyss. Oh, it's still kept as previous text, but whatever, dude. Drop in the Abyss with Disintegration, which has a 250-meter radius of range, by the way. Blast the ground every 30 seconds, causing damage equal to 50% of the HP of enemies on the ground within a 50-meter radius. So I'm just wondering if, like, just plopping down a happy little Abyss. I mean, let's just see how it does against this, I suppose. Let's just see the Disintegrate in action, shall we? And is it enough to start, like, cracking a fortress front line like this? Oh. Where's the disintegration, dude? Did it get absorbed by a barrier? Do barriers actually absorb disintegration? Am I crazy as hell? Because it didn't do. I was expecting like percentage health damage that penetrated barriers. Maybe it just doesn't penetrate barriers, dude. We're gonna know it in just a second if we can live to get it off one more time. There's the disintegration going off. Nope, it just died horribly. Just to check I'm not going insane, by the way, and just missed the damage numbers there completely. Disintegration blasts the ground every 30 seconds, causing damage equal to 50% of the current HP of enemies on the ground. Let me just see what it does to this enemy war factory right here at the start of the round. I thought the animation might be huge. Oh, that was it. Okay. Okay. So, well, the damage is pretty impressive, you know, against the war factory, man. Why am I just not seeing the disintegration, though? I mean, I saw like a blast emerge from the abyss, but it definitely didn't deal 50% health damage. Let's see if we catch it over here just now. Here it goes. Oh, there. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, dude. Holy crap. How did it one-shot the building? Or was that just the missiles that killed the building? I think it was the missiles that killed the building. All right. Okay. So, the disintegration doesn't trigger instantly. That's interesting. Usually, abilities that trigger on units, as soon as the round starts, the ability will just go off, whether it's like unit production on a war factory or whether it's like anti-air missiles on the fortress, it'll just fire right away. It would appear that the disintegration skill only triggers after the cooldown. Like, it starts the round on cooldown, unless I'm deeply, deeply mistaken. That's what it seemed to be to me, at least. Okay. That's real interesting that they decide to go down that sort of route. What I'm going to do here is summon a second war factory. Actually, just summon like a billion, quadrillion war factories here, man. For red, so that we can actually see that in action again. So the round starts and disintegration starts the round on cooldown. Doesn't actually use disintegration right away, which is really, really interesting, man. I don't think there's any tech in the game that actually functions like that. Unless I'm mistaken, unless I'm forgetting something. But okay. So after 15 seconds, then it actually gets to go off, and then we actually get to see it in full action. I tell you what, let's watch like the right side nade over here. And here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Dude! Oh my god. Okay, that's really, really cool. So the answer to my question is actually, no, the Abyss is not the best answer, really, for shutting down a super aggressive Fortress Rush, unless you can keep the Abyss safe for the opening 30 seconds of the round, which is tough to do against this like Fortress Rush strategy, but it's very, very good to know that that's how that skill works. It doesn't actually just trigger right away at the start of the round. You got to keep your Abyss alive for the opening 30 seconds before it will actually get that skill off. Also, because it's percentage health damage, I suppose you also don't need to worry about... you don't need to worry about like putting levels into your Abyss unit. If you're just going to go the disintegration route and have like 1 or 2 Abysses like super far back on your backline that are going to arrive quite late to the fight, nice and safe, and then just delete everything in like a huge AoE like that and deal big percentage health damage to things like enemy war factories, melting points, slower fortresses, that kind of thing. You don't have to bother putting levels into those backline type of Abyss units, I guess. Interesting, man. Interesting. Dude, that ability looks so cool, though. So there's a bunch of other little tests and tweaks that I could do. We've all seen how the vertical sweep ability works, I think, already, and like the unit preview that went up on the official Mechabellum channel. Dark Companion is summoning a Wraith alongside the Abyss, which opens doors for very, very cool sort of going into like a couple of Wraith techs on just like a chaff clear Wraith, letting it sort of sneak up on your opponent, and then making the big pivot towards the end into something like an Abyss drop with Wraith production, and then suddenly you're spawning all kinds of teched up Wraiths, which could be very, very tight. What I'm going to do, though, is something way more fun than that, which is for the final test, it's just going to be a max level full teched Abyss against an entire screen of enemies. That's it. That's what we're going to do, man. You know what, actually, because I don't want to fry my new PC, man, I think what this will do, man, just an absolute oblong of Typhoons, man. So they actually do it, like, they're actually able to, like, shoot back at the Wraith, you know what I'm saying? Or the Abyss, rather. What am I calling a Wraith for all the time? Let's go ahead and upgrade the building levels as well. We're also going to increase attack, all of that good stuff. Oh, I need to get a weapon on it. Oh my god, dude. Parasitic ammo still exists, but only on the test server? That's so funny, dude. I've never actually noticed that before. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I tell you what, man. Let's just give it like let's not give it anything like too unfair. Just like an amplifying core, I think will do. Hang on. Does that mean I have amp cores now? Oh, what am I talking about, man? It's a goddamn giant unit. I can't put anything on it. I'm a goddamn idiot. Okay, let's do this, man. Let's do this. These missiles might actually just one-shot these Typhoons now. Oh! Oh, dude, that vertical laser, dude, is actually real cool. Not gonna lie. We've also got the huge disintegration blast fit to come down as well. The missiles are doing incredible damage now that we've actually got like a rank 9 Abyss, so that's pretty tight as well. Dude, we could have gone for more enemies than this. Let's redo this. There we go. That's more like it, man. Just a few more Typhoons here to work with. Let's see if we can capture these beams from an aerial position. The forces of humanity will rid us of the alien menace. The Abyss is like, yeah, sure you will, man. Absolute annihilation. Buildings will eventually die on our far sides, but not before the disintegration beam goes off. Ooh, God, look at the firepower on this thing right now. But the disintegration beam is fit to fight. Dude, this is how your unit test right here, man. Here it comes. Oh. Oh, God, it takes a second to go off, but dude, look at the range. Look at the range on that thing, dude. No, it's actually our overlord is gonna fall, dude. Oh my God, the missile salvo is gonna absolutely cleave up everything here and just do absolutely insane damage. But look at how low everything is. Everything is like 1%, man. Oh God, the damage we take is pretty substantial. Okay, let's try that again with 3 abysses. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, 2 should be an even cooler spectacle for when the disintegration eventually goes off. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, dude, the double salvo of missiles is so insanely cool. What is this goddamn Starship Troopers action as well, man? These guys actually look like the goddamn bugs, dude. Oh my God. Okay. Absolutely insane. Bro, when this disintegration goes off, it's actually just going to kill everything in a single deletion, right? 2 lots of 50%. My math is sound on that one. Here we go, man. Disintegration fit to fire. Oh, dude. Bro. Okay, no, it doesn't actually one-shot because it's 50% of their current health, right? Yeah, it's 50% of their current HP on enemies on the ground. So it can only ever actually soften enemies up. You can't ever actually score the kill with the disintegration blast, which I'm not the biggest fan of that, man. I'd love to. Oh my God, dude, look at this. Look at the piles of smoking slag, dude. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, man. So it sort of feels like if you're going to go into disintegration on your abyss, you've basically got to go the swarm missiles as well, because you can only rough enemies up with the disintegration blast. You need something else then to come in and sort of finish them off. You know what I'm saying? Very, very cool, all the same. In case you can't tell, I'm a huge fan of this new unit. I think it's incredibly awesome. I can't wait to see more of it, see what people can build with it as well in the meme replays that we tend to cast on this channel. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of this one, man, down below in the comments. I'm not sure it's like busted OP or anything as well. That's sort of the cool thing, man. It's a very cool and interesting unit that does a lot of different things, a lot of things we haven't seen before in the game, which is awesome. But I don't feel like it's out of control. I don't feel like it's wacky. I might be totally wrong about that. Of course, once people get their hands on it, it might turn out to be the most busted thing ever. Who the hell knows? But you know, that's my first impressions. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you also enjoyed this one. And I'm going to catch all of you all just a tad bit later, man.